Hi everyone, this is Crystal from AgentLocator. I just wanted to put together this quick demo with regard to AgentLocator's Buyer Lead Gen program. So with AgentLocator, we are Google Premier Partners. We have been running these campaigns for about 12 years now. Everything that we've done has been targeted toward real estate, so rest assured our team definitely knows what it takes to create a top performing ad for you. So for you that are not familiar with Google pay-per-click and AdWords, generally speaking, when buyers turn to start searching for a home, they look to search engines to do so. So in this case, Google. So they may type in something along the lines of Toronto real estate listings or the area that they're looking in, for example. So what we're developing is these ads here that show up at the top of the search results. So putting your site in front of those who are looking. And then when traffic is clicking on your ad, what we're doing is we're driving them to our lead gen platform. They're going to be driven to a page that's already filtered to the area that you're targeting. And they can go in here, they can adjust their criteria, they can select multiple property types. And really what these sites are is they're focusing on the real estate. So these potential buyers, they're searching for real estate listings, and that's exactly what you want to give them. So there is a spot here for a little logo for yourself if you wanted to include one, but these sites are intended to be more focused on the real estate, not the realtor. So what happens when somebody goes and they go to look at a listing, we have a forced registration aspect on here. Now from here, they do have the option to close this window, but once they go in and decide to view that listing, that option disappears. So some people, I can almost guarantee you this, will browse some listings like this. Now the moment that they want to actually go into further detail on that listing, perhaps look at some pictures, they're going to be required to create that account. But so far this site has been fast, easy to navigate, user-friendly, not to mention they have the option to continue with Facebook. So all of these things are actually more encouraging for somebody to give you their information. So once somebody does leave their information for you on this site, three things are going to happen. The first thing that's going to happen is this unbranded website is going to turn somewhat semi-branded because on all the listings, your picture, contact information, and an opportunity for that potential buyer to book a showing will all of a sudden appear on all the properties. Now, about 5 minutes after that registration, that lead is going to receive a text message from you automatically. So it's going to thank them for registering. It lets them know that you're going to start sending them daily listings by email, and it actually goes over some of their criteria. And that criteria is reflective of the listings that they engaged in up until that text message went out. So might say, hey, I see that you're looking at listings in Toronto, priced between $450 and $470. Is it a condo you're looking for? Now, in addition to that, what the system is going to do is it's going to automatically place that potential buyer on a prospect match for you. So you now know that you've attempted to engage all your leads within 7 minutes, and regardless, they're all signed up to receive listings from you. And typically, you need to be sending somebody listings electronically in order to convert them to go take a look at them physically. So all these leads that come in are fed into your CRM system in the back end. So this CRM system is custom built, and it's built to help you manage, nurture, and convert. You'll get a notification every time you receive a lead. You can also opt in to get notifications when a lead is active. It's also mobile responsive so that you can tend to your leads on the go if you need to. So when that lead comes in, you're going to want to check out a couple things. So you're going to want to be able to communicate with them. You're going to also want to be able to see exactly what they're up to. So right here is an example of a text message that would have gone out. Now in this case, the lead did not respond to this text message, which is okay. Doesn't mean that it's a total dead lead, so to speak. They just didn't respond to that text. Now, as you can see here, there was contact made versus via the pipeline, So we can actually see that the realtor used the dialer in the system, contact that lead, made some notes, and using the dialer in the system, it's going to record your conversations for you. So at any time, you can actually go back and listen to what was said, perhaps if you need a refresher or if there's any discrepancies or what have you. Now, you also will be able to see exactly which listings that potential buyer looked at while on your website. You're going to be able to see how many times they viewed each listing, along with the fact that it's going to give you a breakdown of those details as well. So when you are having a conversation with somebody, you have a general idea as to what they're looking for. So you can script and steer that conversation in the direction that you're wanting to go. Now, what's even better is that anytime one of these buyers opens up a new listing that you send them, this page is going to update every time they open one of those listings. So it's going to allow you to be proactive instead of reactive. Because if one of your buyers potentially or leads looked at a listing, let's say 5 times, generally that would indicate some level of interest. So instead of waiting and hoping that they're going to contact you with regard to booking a showing, it allows you to take that first step and initiate and then try to convert to the next step, depending on where you may be with that lead or client. Now, you're also going to have the opportunity to add additional searches for these potential buyers. You can also edit their criteria as well. So you can add in multiple information after you have that conversation, but you're going to have various filters to be able to narrow down exactly what listings are being presented on. So you're not bogging down their email with unnecessary listings that they're not going to be interested in at all. What's also pretty cool on here is that you can schedule how frequently these potential buyers are receiving listings from you, anywhere from once a month up until 3 times a day. So once a month, once every 2 weeks would be ideal for a potential buyer that perhaps is just looking for now. Maybe they're not ready to transact just yet. So you don't want to bombard their inbox with the listings every single day, because all that's going to do is, essentially, possibly, cause them to unsubscribe, and you don't want that. You want them to continue to get those listings as for as long as possible, keeping you top of mind. Now you will be able to see and search your leads based on their last activity as well. So maybe you create a filter reflective of last activity, and you have that buyer that maybe received 9 months ago, and then all of a sudden they became active again, looking at listings. You can in return be contacting that lead at the exact appropriate time that now they're actually ready to engage in some sort of real estate activity. Now, in here you will have drip campaigns that you can utilize to assist you with your follow-ups. There's buyers and sellers. You can also create your own campaigns as well. And there are, of course, email triggers. So the email triggers allow you to see when emails have been opened and or if they've been clicked on. So you can determine the best follow-up action depending on what those emails mean for yourself. And in addition, you do have a notes and calls section. When you're dealing with lead generation, I highly recommend utilizing this area. These people, you have not met them. So Jatin, for example, if you don't speak with them in 2 weeks, you're not going to remember what you spoke about unless you make a note about it. So it really allows you to pick up where you last left off regardless. Maybe, they headed out of town on a holiday and you're contacting them again and referring back to that holiday. It just makes a personal approach to it, and this actually brings that potentially wall down when you are reaching out to them. So a lot of additional great features in here, such as being able to add unique tags for filtering your leads. So when you do sign up, this section will be completely empty because every realtor is going to be unique as to how they want to be able to filter their database in here. And that's a really handy tool. I use that daily. And really, the more information you add with respect to any given individual is going to allow you to sort them a little more effectively. Now, from time to time, you will want to be able to perform various mass actions and contact different audiences. So with the Agent Locator platform, you can create your filters and create those audiences for very different filters that you can utilize. But what's also cool is that you don't have to do this every time you want to reach out to one of those saved audiences. Because if you create it, you can give it an audience name and save it. That way, when you need to reach out to that audience again, you can just select whatever it may be that you want to reach out. Currently, that's not a good one. It's going to apply those filters for you, and there you go. You've got all those individuals. And then from here is where you would typically apply a mass action. So whether you want to send a mass email, mass text message, maybe you need to create a task for all these individuals. This is generally where you can do it. So in here, basically what we've done with the Agent Locator CRM system is created your all-in-one. By doing this is going to allow you to follow up with more leads in less amount of time. So instead of, for example, let's say all of you are here. If I'm wanting to follow up with them, I'm not having to go to my inbox, to my matrix, to my mobile phone, to a CRM system just to get the information that I need. I literally have everything in one hub, so I can quickly look through any last text messages that may have been sent out, so that I can quickly follow up with these people and accomplish more in less amount of time, as said. Now you can also sync this CRM system with your Gmail account as well. So when sending out individual emails, you can select if you're going to be sending that email from the CRM or from your Gmail account. And you can also sync your Google Calendar as well. So when you're creating a task in the system, you can select this feature so that when you're creating that task, it also shows up in your Google Calendar as well. So this concludes the brief demo here on the buyer lead gen with Agent Locator. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. My direct number here with Agent Locator is 647-494-4067 or crystal@agentlocator.ca. And I'd be happy to provide you with some information, pricing, and discuss perhaps your individual needs as a realtor or team. Thank you, and have yourself a wonderful day.